chick, let's swing.
What's the matter?
Kath hasn't danced once all night.
Well, maybe she's anti-boy.
No red-blooded girl's anti-boy.
I'm really looking forward to the concert tonight.
Yeah, neither am I. Why can't we stay home tonight? It's our house.
Because Patty's entertaining and she doesn't want the Flintstones around.
Maybe we could get a visitor's permit.
Fine, then we could do that dance.
Let's go.
Mary couldn't make it tonight, but I'm used to this. I always wind up with a dog.
Would you care for some punch?
Hey, Patty's the really Lady One, isn't she?
Lady One?
Wowsville, the bidder. You're Patty's cousin from Cubesville, aren't you?
No, I'm visiting here from Europe.
Funny. Would you like to do the hammer?
Do you mean dance?
Do I look like a carpenter? They do dance in Europe, don't they?
Of course. But I'm not used to this music yet. Perhaps they'll play a waltz.
Boy, you're older than you look. Come on, chick, let's swing. Hello, Kathy. Would you like to dance?
No, thank you, Craig. Excuse me. I'd better get some more sandwiches. I think she needs to be shot into orbit. Save my plate. I've been robbed! Hello, Tiger. Well, at least you love me. Henry, you just don't understand Kathy.
What's to understand? She's musty, too inferior.
She's afraid.
I'll clue you. Who needs a girl who's best from the neck up?
Kathy's not just an ordinary girl. She's traveled all around the world. Her father's a foreign correspondent. And the only reason she's living with us now is because he wants her to finish her school here. Kathy's a genius. Why, if she wanted to swing out, she could be a great scientist, a brain surgeon, a lawyer.
A spy for the FBI.
I'm not asking you to marry her. I just want you to pay some attention to
I'm
her.
not a philanthropist. Get someone else to water your wallflowers.
Kat, Henry's just dying to dance with you.
Yeah.
I'm terribly sorry. I've just got this sudden headache and I'm going to bed. But it's chow time. I'm not very hungry.
I am. Let's eat.
Meet Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Kathy's only seen the sights a girl can see from...
Someone else to water your wallflowers. Hi, Kathy. Can you have chow with me and then we'll cut it and cool it and make the big scene?
Later, pound cake. I've got to dig Kathy. She's Lady One, Wowsville.
Kathy, I've got 2 front row seats for the latest hit play.
Excuse me, Patty. I'm going to try and get a date with Kathy. I'll bet she's the most popular girl in the whole world. I'll break my date with Patty and take you bowling. You promised to have dinner with me.
Please don't fight over me. It's too embarrassing. I'm afraid I'm all booked up. The only night I have open is New Year's Eve, 1973.
You don't have to go bowling. Frankie Avalon opens tonight, and I've got a buddy who can get us in.
I'm terribly sorry, Richard. I have an engagement for this evening. That must be he. Ta-ta. I'm ready, Fountain Cake.
Kathy, you're the dreamiest.
It's Frankie Avalon.
A Venus de Milo with arms. Down beasts.
Another time, perhaps.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
How was the party last night?
A swinger. You should have seen Tiger dance the hammer.
That's a sight I could do without.
Did you enjoy the party, Kathy?
Oh, yes, Aunt Natalie. Boy, you sure go with a bunch of loudmouths. I couldn't sleep. I know. You were too busy sneaking downstairs. It's my house, too. I got to put an
Would you like the little joke in my editorial?
I'm not reading your editorial.
That figures. May I ask what you do find so amusing?
Aunt Jane, listen to this. Dear Aunt Jane, my boyfriend is a musician, but he's very shy. How do I get him to kiss me? Here's her answer. Pretend you're a saxophone. Who's Aunt Jane? She writes a know-how column for tight pants and sweets. What?
He's and hers. If you're not making it with your jack-o'-lantern, you gotta like swing with the Aunt Jane scene. You dig?
I'm sorry.
She tries to help teenagers, Kathy. Actually, she gives pretty good advice. Her jokes are pretty bad. Of course, what really bothers me is that Patty laughs at them.
Dear Aunt Jane, I sincerely hope you can help me with my problem. I would like to change my image. I am a terrible wallflower. Boy, I've had wardens in my time, but old man Millhouse is a monster's monster. Oh, he's an excellent teacher. I believe.
Just what we need, an excellent teacher. I bet he gave us that extra Latin homework just so we'd miss the basketball game.
With a teacher like him, you don't have to bother studying. You've already flunked.
Where will we work? In the kitchen. At least we can keep our strength up. Come on, Cat. I'll be along in a minute. Okay, later. You Can Be Popular by Aunt Jane. Anyone can be popular, but there are certain rules that you must follow. Are you willing to do this? Oh, yes. There are a few simple tricks that will help you. For instance, when you are with your date and you find yourself tongue-tied, smile. Wider. Rule 1. Popular people are generous people. They give of themselves. Offer to help your friends. Yes, I'll do it right away. You're a smart boy. Latin. Why couldn't the Romans have spoken English like everybody else?
If they did, we could be at the basketball game right now.
Yeah. I finished my Latin thesis. If any of you are having any trouble with yours, I'd be delighted to help you. She's pure mind. She gets an A+ in Latin.
You sure you don't mind? Gee, this is wonderful.
Rule 1. Offer to help your friends. Now that you have conquered Rule 1, we can move on to Rule 2. You have proved you are generous, and it worked out fine, didn't it? Certainly helped my Latin. Rule 2 is, always be honest and frank. Your personality will become a magnet that attracts weaker people to you. The only way to help people is to tell them the truth. Remember, no one respects a dish rag. That's it. I've been a dish rag.
Hi, Kat.
Hello, Uncle Martin. A letter from Father.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. He's in Paris. I'm home. Hello, Aunt Natalie.
Hi, Kathy. Patty.
Hi, Mom.
I was worried about you. The gridiron dinner starts at 7 o'clock.
I'm sorry I'm late. I stopped to pick up my new dress. How do you like it?
Very smart.
Sleeky. It's very... Aunt Natalie, would you like me to be honest?
Certainly, Kathy.
I feel it makes you look a bit heavy. Well, it's important to be honest and frank. It's the only way to be helpful.
Of course.
The color is wrong, too. It's too young for you.
Thank you for your honest and frank opinion. If you'll excuse me, I'll go change into something thinner and older.
Oh, now, honey, don't get your feelings hurt. It does make you look a little hippie. I think Kathy was right to be frank.
Nobody likes a dish rack.
That's right.
Is it? Then you might take off the one you're wearing around your neck.
This? Well, you love me in bow ties.
That was 20 years ago. Your neck was thin. It makes you look like Joe College.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
You never asked me before.
Well, Natalie,
Look, folks, don't let's start an argument.
As long as it's Truth Day, young lady, I'd like to tell you about your irritating habit of constantly interrupting.
I was only trying
In
to
fact,
stop.
your manners in general could stand a great deal of improvement.
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me.
You're too shaggy. Excuse me. I only followed Rule 2. By now, you should be making definite progress on the road to popularity. Where did I go wrong? To have people interested in you, you must be interested in them. I am. And you must let them know it. Ask questions. Nothing flatters a person more than to be asked about himself. The more you want to know about them, the more interested they know you are. Rule 3. Be interested. Ask questions. Hello, Craig.
Hello, Kathy. Is Patty home?
No, she isn't. Can I help you?
I just wanted to return her math book.
Oh, I'll give it to her for you.
Okay, thank you. I never did thank you for helping me with my Latin.
That's all right.
It was really nice of you. Well, I mean, you don't find many girls who go out of the way to help you with your Latin.
I was glad to do it.
You're a very unusual girl, Kathy.
Am I?
Maybe it's because you were brought up in Europe. But you're awfully continental. In a nice way, I mean. And you're very honest.
Rule 2.
What?
I make it a rule 2.
Oh.
I mean, nobody likes a dish rat.
I never thought of it like that. You're very interesting. I'm usually pretty shy around girls, but you're very easy to talk to.
So are you. I'm usually shy around boys.
You? Oh, you're kidding me. You probably dated a lot of older men. Europeans. I'll bet they're different, aren't they?
They've had more experience, but they've been at it longer.
Yeah. I guess you must find us pretty boring. I mean, it must be hard for a beautiful genius like you to find someone interesting to talk to.
Thank you. It's not that hard. For example, I find you very interesting.
You do?
Definitely. I think you're very unusual.
Oh, I suppose I am. Well, I dream a lot. Well, I mean, I have plans. I know what I want to do with my future. I feel you have to know what you want to be, and plan for it, and work for it.
Certainly an admirable attitude. What are you going to be, Craig?
Either a movie star or a dentist.
That's wonderful.
Well, I've sure enjoyed talking to you. Bye.
Bye. Rule 3. Be interested. Ask questions. Craig!
Yes?
Where were you born?
Where was I born?
Yes.
Omaha.
Isn't that exciting?
You must be thinking of some other Omaha.
Tell me about your family.
What do you want to know?
Everything, Craig Whitlaw. Whitlaw is a very unusual name.
You know something.
What?
You have a reason for asking all these questions, don't you? Someone told you to.
Well, in a way, yes.
I knew we'd never live it down. Okay, my Uncle Harvey's a bigamist. That's why we changed our name and left Omaha. But it's no use. No matter where we go, there'll always be some snoop digging up our family skeleton.
Be interested. Ask questions. Cat? Cat? Don't you want any dinner? What's in Thorn? Me, in everyone's side. I'm going to be the youngest old maid in America. Holy moly. You can be popular. No, I can't. Even Aunt Jane couldn't help me. Only 3 lessons and everybody hates me. Some people are just meant to be wallflowers. Perhaps I'll be a lighthouse keeper. You're no wallflower. Why, you're the smartest girl I know. That's not what counts. Not with boys. And boys are what count. You're smarter than I thought. But you can't be a wheel by reading a rule book. That's fakey. If you want the monsters to dig you, you have to light your own scene. Don't be dual. Dual? Don't you speak any English. Be yourself. When I'm myself, I'm by myself. You have to work with what you've got. What have I got? That's what we're going to find out. It should be easier. You've traveled all over the world. I could talk about the Louvre or La Scala. That's how you wind up being babysitter to a lighthouse. It's no use. Dancing's always a good gimmick. I mean, you start out with the boy's arms around you. I can waltz. Marvy, is that the only dance you know? I don't know any of the latest dances, except for some Zambesi tribal dances Father took me to in Africa. They were quite interesting. Great. I've got a Zambesi tribal dancer on my hands. Of course, I don't have the downbeat, but the rhythm goes like this. You're in orbit! Well, Zambesi people are river people, and they start by pulling in their boat. And then they inspect the nets. Cuckoo! Isn't that wild? And then they push the boat to the river. Something she picked up in Africa. On a safari.
Crazy.
And then With their nets full, they go home.
Kathy, show me this part again.
Oh, well, that's pushing
No,
down.
show me this one.
Oh, now let me see.
How about this part?
Pushing the boat and then rowing in
No, how about this one, Kathy? Show me.
Why don't we all learn together? Let's start with pushing. It's an authentic African tribal dance.
Yeah?
And then...
Boy, I really dig that exotic bit.
Let's try.
No, I gotta get some pointers from Kathy.
Hello, Uncle Martin.
Hello, Kathy.
I'm sorry I'm late. Craig and I stopped at the library.
You've had half a dozen phone calls. The messages are on the table.
Thank you. That is a lovely dress, Aunt Natalie.
This old thing, why, it's 5 years old.
It's very becoming. It makes you look so slim.
Thank you.
I don't know how long this new phase is going to last, but I like it.
I read your editorial today, Uncle Martin. It was brilliant.
Let's not overdo it.
I'll give it to Aunt Natalie. Hello? I told you not to call me. We have to be careful. I can't talk now. Please, don't you understand? I can't talk now. If you don't mind, I think I'll split. Suddenly I have this terrible headache. I think I'll get in the rack. Say hello for me to whoever it is. She's gone, Richard. I can talk now.
Oh, no.
Tomorrow? Certainly. I'll meet you after biology class at the gym. Mm-hmm. Oh, you'd better make it around the back so she won't know. Fine. Good night.
You're, seeing Richard?
I was trying to think of a way to repay Patty for being so wonderful to me. So Richard and I are planning a surprise party for her. Won't she be thrilled?
I know I am.
Dear Aunt Jane, I have this terrible problem. My cousin is a rat. She's been trying to steal this beast I've been going with. And I want you to help me.
Here's Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair, but they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind.